ASMR stream.
Yeah. This has now become an ASMR eating stream. Enjoy, everyone. Enjoy.
Got that. Then I need to post in some places. Thing.
Alrighty.
I don't like that I popped out chat and it just says as if
popped
there were
what?
messages that I'm missing and didn't see.
Oh. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what to tell you about that. All right, so are they scheduled to start? I'm assuming they're scheduled to start like in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, do I have a draft link? I need a draft link.
I don't have one yet. So.
Neato.
They might just be doing it in lobby, judging by the way you should get that, which would be
Oh,
phenomenal.
that would be great. I would love to do it that way. Oh, is there like a swearing policy of any kind? Can I swear as much as I want?
You owe me $1 for each. No, no, there's no policy.
All right. But if you want to raise money to like get better like streaming gear to like make this more like professional looking, like $1 for every swear is a good way to do it. Just saying. Man, if only I had gotten in. Only I'd gotten in on that GME bubble.
Yeah, I saw that after.
Yeah, it went back up today.
It just rapidly increased in between the time I left work and got home.
Yeah. Yeah. AMC went up too by like $5 or $6 or something like that. So did BlackBerry. They also shot up by quite a bit. Yeah.
For a general update, we're waiting on Samsung, it looks like, to get readied up, but we still have a little bit of grace period, so.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to. I don't want to say the top laner's name at all for Michigan. I don't want to say that name. I don't like it.
Bazinga Brain.
I don't like it. It reminds me of a terrible, awful show that I don't want to ever remember existed.
That's fair. I feel the same way, and my wife doesn't,
Right.
which creates many frustrations with it.
Yeah, there's only like so many hundreds of episodes I can take of nerds don't know how to talk to women that I can handle. Oh my God, is that okay? I have to ask: is the master tier player Avenger 152? Is that like in actual ranked, or is that like his TFT rank?
I believe that's his actual rank.
Okay, because like I know that custom lobbies do display your TFT rank if it's your highest rank.
Oh no, he is. Never mind. He's plat 2 on Summoner's Rift. So that's his.
So that might
his,
actually be his
TFT.
TFT rank.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's great. That's good for him,
Yeah, mine shows my TFT rank, which I felt better last split when it was plat 3, because then I could come into this lobby and like kind of fit in. Like I didn't feel like a complete outcast. But now I have my gold 4 rank showing, and I'm just like, I just don't quite measure up to any of these guys. You know?
like you're just coming in and you see that plat rank up there, and you're just like, I belong here.
Well, it's like on our gold team we have a guy who's diamond 3 in TFT, and that's always intimidating because they'll have the lobby ranked up, and it's just like,
Yep.
what is this diamond doing in the gold game? And then we're like, oh, it's TFT. He can't actually play this game. He doesn't have.
Yeah. Oh, it's
diamonds.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're fine. It's good. He's not a real diamond player.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He forgot his hands. That's why he can play TFT.
He's good at TFT because it only requires your mouse.
Anyway, now we have all of the RTM players, but unfortunately Avenger for University of Michigan is trying to ready up, so just another second or two before we get into draft. And they're using the lobby draft, it looks like, officially, because I have not seen I haven't seen a pro draft link, I haven't seen anything else, so.
Yeah, and I like it when they when we can speed this along and just do a lobby draft. It's always kind of nice.
I would also like. Oh, he's being invited again, so.
There he is.
Good, and then they'll probably have to get back in order, but then we should be good to go.
Yeah. I'm excited. I want to see what Michigan likes to prioritize in their drafts. Like do they want to go for? Okay. Are there any champions that are disabled? By the way, I should ask.
No Viego.
Okay, so Viego's disabled. I was gonna say I would really like to see Viego, but I realized, oh wait, he actually might be disabled because I know like LEC and other leagues are like disabling him on this patch right now.
Yeah, he's still disabled, and I believe they finally lifted the you can buy a Guardian Angel on Samira thing yesterday, but
Oh, okay, good.
that also wasn't a bug with Samira and Guardian Angel, so that's kind of funny, but.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's going to pick Samira anyway. So
I would certainly hope not.
It would be in their best interest to pick literally any other AD carry in the game.
We'll probably get some hovers now just for that.
You know what? That's fine. We deserve it. It's all right.
Also, as a positive note for anybody who was on the stream yesterday, I managed to fix the game captures, so now there won't be a big black screen when we load into game. So that's really nice.
Hey!
Apparently the leak patch just broke window capture, but didn't break game capture, even though those are the same thing as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but I got it fixed, so that's nice. So it won't be as scuffed tonight as it was last night, and we have sound during the first pick and ban, assuming that nothing cuts out on us. So we're doing really well. We have improved the stream quality about 99, maybe 100% there.
Beautiful. See, that's what NA production values are all about. Making horrible mistakes one day, and then coming back the next day and literally fixing all those mistakes just to make different mistakes the next time. That's North America, everyone. That's how it works.
Also, shout outs to the Gold team if any of them are watching. They're playing their Week 7 match for Legends right now, taking on Campbellsville University. So, wishing them the best of luck as well. Unfortunately, won't be able to keep up with them at the same time, but we'll have that game later on in the week on stream, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that is exciting. Week 7 out of how many weeks schedule?
10. So it's
okay.
Double round robin in a 6. It's kind of a mess, but yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there though. It's getting there.
Yeah, they're going on. Okay, we got an R in the chat. I don't know if they're in LCS order or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just double check really quick.
Mighty Boy should be the support. Guthrie should be the AD carry. Avenger should be the jungler. So
okay,
yeah, they're
so
not in the right order.
Avenger's in the wrong order. Just to try to keep that straight.
Yeah, we'll just have to adjust it on the scoreboard, I guess.
Yeah, just keep their OPGG pulled up.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
I'll ask them. I'll ask them if they want to get an LCS order.
Yeah. Oh, Aiketo. I know that guy.
Yeah.
He kills me in Among Us whenever I play with you guys. No, Aiketo's fun to play Among Us with. I don't think. Oh no, Black Salto's also played Among Us with us before, hasn't he? Yeah. Those are the two names I recognize.
Midlane Hokage's played with us, but not under that name, probably. So.
Oh, okay.
Samso and Tendies have not deigned to play Among Us with our in-group, so shame on them. But
yeah, they're missing out. It's their problem, really.
Anyway, also on the stream, if you didn't join us yesterday and were interested, we now have the
well, we're going in.
Okay. We also have our 2 new emotes on the stream. So we've got the Tendies Diff and the Conkers emote, both available for usage during this game. And here we go. So Picks and Bans, game number 1 of week 4, technically. But this is the last regular season game for both of these teams. Return of the Middlesticks versus the University of Michigan Junior Varsity. My name is Meristematic. My special guest caster tonight is Scatter Cat. And I'm really excited.
Yeah. I'm pretty pumped about this, to be honest. Thank you for having me here, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. The team that wins the best of 3 series will advance automatically to the playoffs. If Return of the Middlesticks wins a single game, they'll also clinch a spot. Michigan needs to win both, not both games, but they need a series win. Okay, they're wasting no time. So, Bans,
no, they're speeding through.
Olaf, Yone, Tristana, Seraphine, Hecarim, gone. Tendies picks Camille, and then they're going to counter with the Bazinga Brain Shen as well as a Jarvan for Avenger. Ostensibly, could be the support for Mighty Boy as well. We've seen that in LEC.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, everybody's prepared. They got a Swain as well. We're going into second ban phase.
Okay.
What do you like so far?
What I like so far is I like the respect of banning Tristana and Seraphine, because both of them, I think Seraphine is one of the top win rates down in the AD carry position. So good on them for taking her out of there. Not letting that be an option for first pick if they want to prioritize that. And Tristana, because of the recent AD carry nerfs on Kai'Sa and Samira, Tristana is a lot more palatable right now. So I also like that coming into their minds as well in their game plan here. Swain, I don't know exactly if Swain is... I don't know what position Swain is going to play, but I like Swain as a champion. I like that they have a little bit of flexibility where they can move him around. Probably going to be the support, though, if I had to guess.
Yeah, and Swain with Jarvan's a really good combo. Swain with Shen is really fun. Jin locked in for Guthrie, and then Jinx and Rel somehow made her way all the way through pick and ban to blue 5, and that's going to be the lock-in for Black Salt.
I really like, though, that Middlesticks here was able to just pick... Everybody just picked their champion in their specific role. Wait,
So
is that
so
what they
did
did too?
Michigan. Everybody picked in their own role. All right. Well,
Jeez, all right, that's weird. I've never seen that before. I like Jin and Jinx as AD carry picks. I think that's really good. Janna helping the Jin out here, making his laning phase a little bit more safe for him because of the disengage that Janna's tornadoes provide for him. It is also a direct counter to Rel with her engages if she can pull off the timing on that. So I think that's actually a really good support pick for Michigan. Otherwise, though,
this draft came out. I almost feel like we're getting played. Like they did a pro draft in the background, and we're just playing it off as this is a live draft. Like I'm honestly just lost for words at how quick that they did a pro draft. They didn't get a link. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Give us the pro draft, guys. I wanted the drama.
So I just decided to peek in their chat, and I saw the pro draft link in there. I mean, it looks much quicker. I guess we just didn't get the links for it, and wow. Okay.
You know, that's okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We can play off the surprise. If we're very curious, the Rel was the first pick, which makes a lot more sense.
It does make a lot more sense now.
Janna to counter. Jarvan is a generically strong pick for Michigan. And then the Jinx to finish off the bot lane, as well as Camille, blue 3 for Tendies. And then the Shen counter in red 3. Just to kind of follow along the path of the draft.
Yeah.
And then Michigan picks Jin, countered with Lilia Galio to finish the composition, and then Swain is the final counter pick into the Galio.
Okay.
Okay. So that makes a lot more sense. Let me share this with you just so that we can refer back to it if we need to. Because that was wild from our perspective.
I mean, I just took it as like, wow, these two teams have a game plan and they're going for it.
Yeah, once I noticed that they were all in that order, I was like, oh yeah, never mind. They probably just did a pro draft. I'd better look. All right.
Yeah. So... I mean, granted, it didn't really make a lot of sense for either side to ban their second round bans, considering that both of those positions had already been picked for the other team. So we should have also noticed from there, but I think we were just too caught up in the speed of things and getting all excited.
All right, so let's take a deep breath here. We've got a minute 20 left in our spectator delay before we make a fool of ourselves on cast the whole time.
Can't wait.
ROTM kind of got every lane countered. If you look at the draft, right? They wanted the Shen into Camille, which is a good it's a pretty good matchup for Shen, but Camille's just so strong that I don't know that matters. Galio probably doesn't ever kill Swain. Swain never really kills Galio. Jinx Rel is a really strong lane, but the Rel got countered by the Janna. It feels like Michigan had a draft set up where they got lane counters where they wanted. Even the Jarvan's pretty good into the Lilia. So I'm a little bit worried about how those lanes play out, but when we get to team fights, boy, does this ROTM... Actually, both compositions really pop off in a 5v5.
Oh, yeah, both. It's going to be really hard to tell which team is actually going to win a 5v5 team fight. I think it kind of all depends on can Galio get a 5-man knockup with his ultimate? Can Rel get a really good engage? Because I think if both of those fail... It kind of hurts them a lot to get these team fights started. Because as long as Jinx can stay on the back line, hit immobile targets or snared targets or taunted targets or whatever, then they should be able to win a lot of these fights once she has her 2-item power spike.
I made the UM scoreboard a really dark color. If anybody's watching on stream and they can't see it, let me know and I'll make it a little brighter. But this is technically the color that they have on their logo. So. Yeah, and look at this. Bam! You can see it immediately. No black screen. Let me turn the champ select music and...
Congratulations on the good setup there.
Right.
You know what? As Samso, I gotta tell you, not impressed by the skin you picked for Jinx. It's not a good Jinx skin, man. I'm sorry. There are better ones. Not impressed.
Not a Mafia Jinx connoisseur?
No. I much prefer Star Guardian Jinx or what is it? Odyssey Jinx, I think the other one is. The Space Odyssey, whatever. I forget the name of it.
Yeah. So very quickly, just going to introduce the teams. On the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for game number 1 will be Return of the Middlesticks, Tendies 2 in the top lane on Camille, Aikedo in the jungle on Lilia, mid lane Hokage taking the Galio, and Samso and Black Salt in the bottom lane on Jinx and Rel. And on the other side of the rift, wearing the red health bars, is the University of Michigan JV squad, Bazinga Brain on Shen, Avenger 152 in the jungle on Jarvan, Cthulhu Reborn in mid on the Swain, and Guthrie and Mighty Boy in the bottom lane playing Jin and Janna. And there's no really confusing names for maybe the first time ever, so I don't think I mispronounced any of them unless this guy's really picky about his pronunciation of Cthulhu.
Yeah, fair enough on that one. So we're not seeing any invades. We're seeing pretty standard fanning out here, protecting all jungle entrances. Other than what Jarvan did there, he went back there. Janna's with him, but pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, and honestly, the Jarvan's pretty strong at level 2, but I wouldn't expect any real shenanigans from either of these junglers early on, especially with Avenger now starting his blue buff. I am kind of curious what RTM is going to worry about in terms of Jarvan paths, because you can just red into level 2 gank and things like that. But for now, just the bottom side start for both junglers, and we'll see where we go from here. I'm very excited. I don't see anything. Is Conqueror the normal Jinx rune now? I know that Jinx is very popular, but...
Yes, right now that is the rune that everybody's going with on Jinx.
Tendi's just trading into Bazinga Brain in the top lane, getting grass procs, trading back and forth. Yeah. But yeah, nothing else really standing out for me in terms of starting items or runes. Yeah,
the Conqueror does seem a little strange on Jinx, I'll admit, because we're so used to seeing lethal tempo on her.
Oh no, the Ignite is dropped down in the flash auto from Bazinga Brain for first blood. That's really going to cost Tendies. We'll see how that affects him, but he was so confident going in for that level 1 trade.
Yep. Teleported back to lane, so Shen has an advantage there, keeping his summoner up while Tendies uses both of his. He doesn't have any summoner spells left right now. So Shen decides to just recall and teleport back to lane.
And this could just get worse if Tendies isn't careful here, because here comes... Well, both junglers, honestly, are on that top side, but Avenger is there first. He's got his red buff in tow. Looks like he's more interested in the Scuttle Crab, luckily for Tendies, but with the wave in the state that it is very difficult for him to play this out with no flash. But instead, Avenger's looking for that gank in mid lane, it looks like.
Yeah, which is fair enough. I mean, Galio doesn't really have an escape. He would have to flash out. And just getting that summoner spell out of the way is very helpful.
Ooh, they baited with the cannon. That was really nice. He flashes. Oh, the flash in front of the Justice Punch, and they'll find the kill in mid lane. Michigan out to a good start, 2-0 for them. And yeah, that was actually a really good play by Cthulhu Reborn to flash in front of the Justice Punch.
Yeah, very nice decision there. I'm a little bit confused why Galio didn't just go back towards his own tower. I understand that Lilia was in the river, so maybe he thought about going to Lilia for some assistance, some help. Got another fight here.
Mid lane Hokage looking for it. Oh, the flash knockup onto mid lane Hokage, and he's going to go down again. He's already burned his teleport. That's going to be so costly for the Galio, and this is a dream start for Michigan.
Yep, I can't imagine a better start for this lineup here, other than maybe getting, Jin a couple of kills early, but it's looking pretty good for them right now. Across the map, we see that there is a little bit of a gold lead here, almost 1,500 for University of Michigan. And we can see that a lot of that gold lead is in mid lane and in the jungle, but mid lane and top lane, I mean. There's a little bit of a lead in jungle as well, but not nearly as pronounced.
Yeah, good trade by Tendies, but equalized by a nice taunt from Bazinga Brain. And even autoing into that minion feels a little bit bad. Tendies is going to have to play a little bit respectfully here for the next couple of minutes, I think, until he hits a little power spike. But that's not very Tendies to do, so we'll see how he's able to go about it. The spot lane has been very boring, which honestly is fine for both sides. I think that both of them want to scale up for the time being.
Yeah, Jinx and Jim both just want to farm for a while, so I don't think either side is complaining about this.
Ooh, the zap going to land on a Mighty Boy. They're looking for the knock-up. We're flashing back and forth between mid lane and bot lane. But,
Come on, spectator client.
Yeah, the flashes exchanged between the supports, and we'll see if that comes back to haunt Mighty Boy a little bit later on, or Black Salt for that matter.
Yeah, I liked the engage there. Rel picked a really good time to go in. So we'll see. I would like to see a redo of the gang, a redo of the engage. I can't talk properly right now. But we got some action going on top.
The taunt from Bazinga Brain into the EQ.
Oh my god.
Tendies is just gone. There's nothing that he can do to respond to that. And
was a little overconfident perhaps because of Lilia coming top there too.
Yeah, because of Lilia coming top, his Ignited just come up, so he was feeling like he can stand and take the trades, but immediately punished for that. And so far it just looks like RTM has done a really poor job of tracking Avenger, and he's gotten everything that he's wanted. He's off to a really good start already with the Iron Spike Whip in his inventory, and Aikedo doesn't even have like a CS lead to trade for it in any significant regard.
Yeah, the one saving grace right now for Middlesticks is their bot lane right now. Jinx has a lead on the Jhin. It's not much of a lead, but it is something positive in their pocket right now to pay attention to hopefully, start focusing down there. If I was them, I would start having Lilia focus bot lane a little bit more. Get Jinx an early lead in items and gold, and she can actually do a lot of work for you and help your team's what's the word I'm looking for here? Become a little bit more solid going into the mid game.
I like that both teams were kind of trying to handshake a back, and then neither one of them wanted to opt into it, so we're just continuing to farm on the Torton's Blades. Both junglers kind of hanging around. Mid lane, the Hokage has his Galio ultimate available, which could prove very useful in a bot lane skirmish, but Cthulhu Reborn has the taunt, or the teleport, to join. Tendies is still
there we
taking
go.
Aggressive trades, 2 levels behind in top lane, so that's really impressive by him.
Those skirmishy kind of trades, though, are if he does more like that, he'll be in a good spot again.
Yeah, just has to watch out for the taunt timing. Bazinga Brain gets ignited. The jump forward from Tendies is countered by the flash, so the movement summoner paying off for Bazinga Brain as he's able to get out of there. But Tendies finding a positive trade and finding, a little bit of extra farm now on the back of that. They have to be careful with Shen off the map, though. The Stand United could come through. Doesn't look like they're able to set up for anything right now for Michigan, but just something to keep in mind is he'll go back to base and grab a Tiamat and head right back to top lane.
Yeah, I'm expecting Shen here to just not have too bad of a time overall. I mean, now he knows that Camille is strong for those kind of trades. He should be able to prepare for those better. And he's going to have... The wave management is going to be a little bit more difficult with the Tiamat. So that's one thing that he's going to have to watch out for.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious with, as well as he's been playing the trades early, why he wouldn't just opt for a Ninja Tabby or a Bramble early just to make sure that Tendies doesn't get to play any lane. Super Mega Death Rocket's headed mid right underneath tower. Oh, they ping him, so he cancels his recall. I didn't think that he was quite low enough for the Death Rocket, but yeah, Samso takes a try on it, just a little bit wide. That was really good pinging. You could see the bot lane ping missing on it as soon as they saw the rocket go off. So you can see the communication. Black Salt going in, gets the stun onto Mighty Boy, the Ignite ticking him down. The Magnet Storm not quite there. The flash forward for the auto, and Black Salt gets the kill with the Ignite. Return to the Middlesticks on the board with a kill in bottom lane.
So yeah, Janna, even though she is a good counter to Rel, has had a kind of a difficult time going up against the Rel with Middlesticks here. Black Salt picking really good engage opportunities.
Yeah, looking for the dive here in top lane. Lilting Lullaby going to be used as Tendies comes in. They'll be able to take down the Shen. Teleport invested from Cthulhu Reborn, but Aikedo dies to the turret, and now Tendies has to get out. Does he have hookshot available? Gets the grass proc, gets a little healing, has the ultimate, but it's not there. The hand of death from Cthulhu Reborn will find that. So they turn the dive back on Middlesticks. Aikedo gets the kill, but they lose 2 in the process, and that'll cost them the dragon as well.
Yeah, the dragon's unfortunate, but hey, at least it's only the first dragon, right?
Oh, they're calling him in. The dragon goes over to Michigan, but they're looking for Avenger on the end of that one. The Stand United comes through. They don't quite have the damage. Avenger is still alive on the backside of this. Mid lane Hokage can't track him down. Black Salt remounts, maybe looking just to try to get a little bit of distance from mid lane Hokage. They have to get away from the Swain, though, as they're running back into the river. Heal coming out with the thing. They're looking for it. Oh, the Justice Punch wasn't stepped in front of by Bazinga Brain, and it looks like mid lane Hokage will survive.
Wow. I'm actually surprised that Galio got away.
Oh, the Death Rocket from bottom lane! Samso! Alright.
All right, Jinx is getting in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Jinx now has a 1,000 gold lead on Jhin after getting 1 kill and 1 assist here. Was that kill a shutdown? I didn't see if it was a shutdown.
It should have been. It was 2-0 and 1.
It was a shutdown.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, see, we got some silver linings. We got some positive things coming in here for Middlesticks. In fact, the gold lead is back down to a very manageable 500 gold.
Yeah. The one thing, another saving grace for ROTM is the farm is actually just even across the board, other than bot lane, which they have a small advantage in, and that's what's, causing the gold lead to be so close. That said, would much prefer to be in the Michigan position, right? 3 extra kills, extra dragons started up, so they'll be feeling pretty confident headed into mid-game, where both teams are going to shine in these team fights once we get those mythic items coming through. So we'll have to keep an eye on the inventory, see when all those timings are, if we'll get strong right before that Infernal Dragon spawns. But mid lane Hokage might be in trouble. He gets thrown into the jacuzzi. He's got no way to leave that, and he'll fall to the bird bomb from Cthulhu Reborn. Meanwhile, in the top lane, lilting Lullaby onto the Shen. The dive coming through, and Aikedo takes his second kill underneath the tower. So, trade of kills in the mid lane as the junglers get in the mid and top lane, excuse me, as the junglers get involved. And
Yep.
I like that they're trying to get Tendies back into the game, but unfortunately just hasn't been able to get any of the kills. So, still lagging a little behind the Shen in terms of farm and gold.
You know what, though? If you can't get kills, tower plates are a decent consolation prize. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, just hitting X really quick, you can see he's only 300 gold behind, which is honestly kind of surprising the way that this has played out. Maybe after another turret plate would be even closer.
Teleport coming top lane.
Coming top lane, though. Yeah, here comes Bazinga Brain and Avenger. Avenger doesn't have the jacuzzi available, but the taunt underneath turret could prove deadly if they're able to find it. Tendies just trying to kite this one back out. Gets hit by the Eye of Sauron, though, and that's going to slow him up. Able to dash the EQ. Again, has no flash on the Camille.
Go over the wall?
Needs the hook shot to get over the wall, but I think Bazinga Brain could chase is kind of the issue. He's got the distance, the taunt to follow. I don't know if Bazinga Brain can track him down. He's got his flash up in just a second, but it looks like that's going to be a successful disengage in top lane from Tendies. Samso throws the Suck My Dick rocket in, but just not quite able to find enough damage onto Mighty Boy.
Yeah, as soon as Jarvan kind of gave up the chase on Camille, it was pretty easy to see that Camille was going to be just fine. Good job on Tendies just leading them on a wild goose chase and kind of wasting Jarvan's time for a good solid 30 seconds there,
Yeah. Given watching how this lane has played out, who would you guess finished the first mythic item of the game?
Yeah, right?
Well, the answer was Avenger, but the second one goes to Tendies, so I set you up and then counter set you up on that.
Yeah. But, I mean, you wouldn't expect Camille, as badly as lane has gone for her, to get her mythic already. It just not at all. Like, I would have thought even Swain would have got it before her, you know?
Well, Aikedo here in bottom lane, but so is Avenger, spotted on a ward as they're going to continue to push in, looking for some more of these tower plates. And that's, again, another big reason why the gold hasn't swung super in favor of Michigan, even off the back of some superior plays, is all of these turret plates going into the pocket of Return of the Middlesticks. 1 minute left on that Infernal Dragon. You can see teams kind of trying to get some last backs, try to set up some waves for that. And yeah, it looks like all of the ultimate's going to be available, so we should have a banger of a fight around the second dragon. Bird Bomb actually invested by Cthulhu Reborn, looking for this as the bowling ball not quite going to connect, but here's the lilting Lullaby, and watch out! Eep! There's the kill, the shutdown for mid lane Hokage.
Oh, that's such a good setup for Galio's ultimate. I love it. And now they're probably going to be able to just secure this Infernal Drake no problem with Swain dead like that on the respawn timer here. They have a lot more positioning. They have a lot more positioning here on the map in their favor to like just get vision around Dragon. But Lilia, for some reason, is roaming up toward her blue side of the map. I don't know why she's doing that, but okay.
Yeah, it looks like with the Galio ult down, and with Tendies unable to join the fight, he's got no teleport. They're just going to opt to sack the second dragon and get advantages where they can. So Lilia going to farm out. Could look at this Herald,
like that.
maybe.
I don't know if I like that.
I can see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I necessarily agree. Ooh, Jinx Rocket just to try to test the waters on that dragon, it looks like. But Black Salt going in with the Magnet Storm, doesn't have any follow-up, but gets the flash out of Guthrie.
He pulled them out. Jinx pulled them out of the Dragon Pit for a little bit there. Kind of bought a little bit of time, maybe, if they want to try to make something happen. But with Lilia still up on the blue side of the map, it just wastes a few seconds for Michigan and not much else.
Yeah, Tendies is stealing away the red buff right now, which, oh, Bazinga Brain just accidentally finds him with the taunt underneath the wall. Underneath the wall? I don't know what I'm saying exactly, but he's got the hookshot back out to safety. Bazinga Brain follows with the blast cone, but leads him right to Ikeda. But here comes mid lane Hokage looking to counter with that. They've got the damage, and Bazinga Brain will be taken down before Avenger and Cthulhu Reborn can really get involved. That should be Sheila going over to return to the Middlesticks as well. Oh, Samso and Black Salt. They're going in. They've got the knockup. They've got the stun. It's a good Monsoon from Mighty Boy, though, to disengage, but that was only basic abilities in exchange for the ultimate, so you'll take that trade.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. And we're actually seeing something really cool going on here because of the really good decisions that Middlesticks has been making lately, ever since their early deficit. They're now leading in gold by over 2,000.
Yeah, they've essentially leveraged the... Oh, curtain call being opened up. Oh, Swain is behind them. This is actually really bad for the Middlesticks bottom lane. Black Salt kind of being sacrificed, leaving Samso behind. He's trying to trade back with the Janna. Black Salt gets the shield out, but the shutdown goes to the Swain. The Jarvan Jacuzzi invested as Avenger dunks him down, and 2 kills in the bottom lane. Michigan strikes back. Mid lane Hokage and Ikeda, though, going to trade the inner turret in mid lane. As I was trying to say, they've been trading objectives for gold. So the 2 dragons in the pocket of the Wolverines,
yes,
but they're trading gold in the form of tower plates and in the form of towers back, which it's a strategy. This is also a strategy. Tendies is looking for Guthrie, has him in the Hextech ultimatum. Does he have the damage? The Ignite coming down, he trades it out at least in the 1v3.
All right, you know what? 1v3, you take a trade 1 kill for 1 kill. That's fine. No big deal.
I don't know why he's looking for that exactly, but he does it. So
he's able to pull it off, yeah.
Swain, soul count. 25. He's got 75 bonus health. That's not a bad
pretty good
start for him. They found Avenger over the wall. Gonna use the Magnet Storm. They're just trying to get Jinx involved here, and the zap over the wall forces the flash out of Avenger. Just so many movement tools on Jarvan. I don't think they'll be able to track him down. Or can they? The zap forces him to dodge into the Winds of War, and now he's out with the blast.
Yeah, but you know, Galio didn't have Rocket Belt available to him, so that could have worked out a little bit better. A little bit better for him. I mean, he didn't even buy the Rocket Belt, which I'm used to seeing on Galio. He bought Shirelia's Battle Song, so yeah, it's kind of hard for Galio to ever catch up to get a taunt or a Justice Punch on someone.
That's an interesting item buy.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how well it works out for them.
What extra stat does it have? Oh, it's got health. Okay, I feel it. I don't know that I love the item purchase, but I'm feeling it with the way the lane has gone. Going for a cheaper item and earlier spike might be, you know, a good way to get, you know, feeling a little bit more confident. But Tendies, okay, he's got a Bam Scepter. He'll lifesteal this one back, but the Titanic Hydra kind of wearing down from Bazinga Brain. He's, we had a mid laner or a top laner that played for KU that would always say that Sunfire Titanic Hydra Shen is just the strongest 2-item champion in the entire game. I didn't know enough to debate that, but
yeah,
I kind of see it there. The Titanic Hydra really making its mark on Tendies there.
Yeah, it looked like it was hurting quite a bit, and Tendies has to be careful even with lifesteal in the kit. So you know, I can't blame him for backing off a little bit there and not being as aggressive as he normally is. We'll see if he changes his mind here, because I know generally if you're an aggressive player, it's kind of hard to rein that back.
Yeah, shout out Mechanical Reaper, by the way. Haven't seen him in a long time, but used to play for KU, so
very nice.
Hopefully he's doing all right with his life. But yeah, everything kind of has slowed down a little bit. We had a very frenetic pace for a little bit in the game, but now...
Oh, wow, real.
Yeah, get the flash out of Black Salt. Got caught a little bit by the Jarvan ultimate, and we've seen that Return to the Middlesticks doesn't have a great way to get out of Jarvan ultimates when they're used. This is a really nice play in bottom lane. Tendies gets the kill, so now on the board they have to be a little bit careful about the collapse from Michigan, but 30 seconds on the first Mountain Dragon, and they've taken the top laner off of the map. Of course, he can join with Stand United or teleport, so I don't know how valuable that cooldown really is. I mean, the gold is always nice. Tendies is teleporting in on the bottom side. They've caught Mighty Boy. He gets chunked through, but he's got a little bit of healing in that. Oh, the mid-death rocket from Samso! He's on point with that. The initiation on the other side of the map. Cthulhu Reborn is low, but he's in stasis. Black Salt is taken down, but they're trading it out effectively, and that's 3 kills for Return to the Middlesticks as the dragon spawns.
Very nice team fight there by Middlesticks. I'd love to see a good Jinx ultimate. I'm trying not to be biased towards Middlesticks, but I can't help but love a good Jinx rocket hitting someone.
I think
And they tied up in kills, and they're winning now by 4,000 gold almost. It's they've really turned it around since the early parts of this game.
Yeah, I think we're allowed to be a little biased with, the
A
owner
little
of
bit.
Middlesticks on the Middlesticks stream.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
I try to rein it in a little bit because I don't want, enemy teams to come in, watch the broadcast and be like, man, those casters suck. But at the same time, definitely just a home team announcer for a sports team.
Yeah.
Tendies is just fighting Bazinga Brain. He's actually got this trade. He gets the solo kill in top lane. Let's see those Tendies diff emotes in chat, boys.
You know what, though? That's probably because Shen doesn't have a mythic yet, to be honest.
What is this build?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
The leeching. Is he going Riftmaker?
I hope not. Because I don't think that'd be good. Yeah, that's a good point. I just don't really know what... I don't know what Riftmaker would do for Shen. I don't think that'd be a good item for him.
Black Salt? Black Salt is just... He scared him off.
He's just having his way with him.
I mean, the horse is pretty intimidating, but like... Oh.
Okay, so we have a pause
right now.
Okay.
Let me throw up a BRB screen really quick.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think if Shen had a mythic by this point, I don't think Camille would have killed him. I think Camille would have hurt him a lot. He would have had to recall for sure, but I don't think she would have gotten the kill. Like if Shen had a Sunfire cape there, he lives.
Yeah, I don't know what the Leeching Leer is for.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm just baffled. Like, I hadn't noticed that in the inventory. Okay, we're readied up in chat, so it shouldn't be too long. I know that the chat, kicks ahead a little bit, so we're probably in the pause another minute or two, but, yeah, I'm caught up on that Leeching Leer buy. I don't want to discuss too much with the game pause, just in case, but, okay.
Okay, it's resuming. We're fine.
Okay, in-game transition. Okay. So, Black Salt successfully scared Avenger off of the Baron. Somehow. He's a very intimidating man, and there's our lag spike that we always get when we rejoin off of the pause. And Midnight Hokage is just scrapping with Cthulhu Reborn. He's got the Demonic Ascension available, and that's not the fight that he wanted to pick.
Yeah, not the best idea to try to fight it out with a Swain, but okay.
Oh, but maybe this is the fight that you want. Although here comes the Shen ultimate. Does Tendies have the hook shot available soon enough? The taunt lands, and the shutdown to Cthulhu Reborn. That's a really good combination by the two solo laners from Michigan, and they'll grab the bot lane turret as their prize. It's still about a 3,000 gold lead, but you can see the cracks in the armor of Return of the Middlesticks now.
Yeah, I don't think it was... I'm not trying to talk too badly about what Tendies did there, but Tendies wasn't expecting Shen to come in and help that. So, I can't blame Tendies for trying a little bit there.
So Shen does get some nutty AP ratios on his ultimate in... There's one other ability. Black Salt going to go in with the Magnet Storm. Doesn't get the counter stun, but mid lane Hokage's here on the side. The Super Mega Death Rocket comes through. It does a good chunk, but there's just no damage. The Zap lands onto Janna. One more auto assist finishes that one off. Now they're chasing away. They're going to use the Lilting Lullaby. I don't know how he got pulled back over the wall, but Aikido is on a rampage. 5-1 on the Lilia, and Return of the Middlesticks strike back in mid lane.
And they pinged the Baron, so they want to go get this Baron real quick while Avenger is down for the next 25 seconds. Is that enough time to get the Baron without the chance of a Smite steal? Probably, knowing that everybody's there. And Jinx and Camille definitely put in a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, I have Sauron invested already from Cthulhu Reborn. That'd be the only attempt at a steal. It'd be the Jin ability or the Eye of Sauron coming over the wall, but the Smite is good for my Kato, and Baron will be worn by the members of Return of the Middlesticks.
Oh, also worth pointing out, because I don't think we mentioned it earlier, it is Mountain Soul for this game, so if the game goes long enough that either team gets the Mountain Soul, it definitely is going to favor both, obviously getting any soul helps either team. I mean, it's kind of weird to say that it helps one team over the other one, but because there seems to be a lot of danger from the Swain and the Jin combining their damage together here, if I was Middlesticks, I would be prioritizing Dragon Soul over Baron if it gets to that point.
Yep. for now. Do want to see what they're able to do with this Baron buff. You have the Galio ult available, but no teleports right now on the map, so it'll be tough to split up and push multiple waves. Maybe send mid lane Hokage to set up a second wave, but really do want to see them get to lanes and actually use the Baron buff. This is something that we talk about often on the stream and criticize teams for, but they're looking for a pick in the jungle instead. The Jarvan going to be slept up by the Lilting Lullaby in with the Jarvan Jacuzzi. He's down. The Shen comes in with Stand United, but they've already found 2 kills. Cthulhu Reborn in the Bird Bomb. Given the suck away, he's doing a lot of damage. It's a huge Bird Bomb, but it just doesn't matter. It's a 4-for-1 as Tendies comes in over the wall. He finds Guthrie at the end. He's able to dash over the wall with the Gale Force. But 4-for-1 for a return to the Middlesticks on a fight that was, initiated just exclusively onto the Jarvan. It was really surprising to me the way they were able to continue to find kills.
Yeah, Jinx pumped out a lot of damage in that team fight. She was hitting that Swain for everything that she could there after killing the Jarvan with the rest of the team. Almost also hitting Jhin with her super mega death rocket on the tail end of it as well. So Jinx is really pumping out a lot of damage for this team right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we look at the damage numbers at the end of the game and Jinx has the most damage on Middlesticks.
This is a little worrying. So Jinx and Galio haven't recalled yet. They're on the dragon right now. They find a bowling ball onto Avenger, just trying to zone them off. They haven't been able to finish off the dragon. They're going to have to give this one up, I think. Teleport into mid lane from Tendies. Do they find the fight? Oh, Mighty Boy was able to solo take it. In comes Aikedo, but he doesn't get the dragon. He's shut down. The damage from Jinx over the wall. Samso is just laying in with those auto attacks. They find 2. They find 3. Avengers in the Jacuzzi. The death rocket just kind of zips by, but Avengers burning down to the Ignite. It's a double kill for Black Salt, but return to the Middlesticks find 4 on a really bad fight initially to start off with. They lose the dragon, but the kills keep coming for him.
Yeah, losing dragon's not that bad when you get 4 kills and probably an inhibitor after that. I'd take that trade any day. However, it does put them at soul point here, so Middlesticks really has to watch out for the next dragon and make sure that Michigan does not get it. Because if Michigan does get it, these fights don't go the same way they've been going.
Yeah, I'm honestly just surprised.
Are they going to get it? No, they're not going to get second inhibitor. Yeah. I thought they were going to try to push for that one.
I'm honestly just so surprised at how strong Jinx is on 2 items. I saw that she was going to be strong off of the buff on the patch notes, but I didn't think it was this nutty. But piloted super well. Samso and Black Salt really asserting their authority in bot lane. They've been kind of criticized the first couple of weeks for their play, but the past two games they've really turned it on, and I'm super excited to see them performing at a high level. And
yeah, it's always a good sign for your team when the AD carry, the one position that has carry in its name, only has 1 death. It's a good sign for the team.
But still the opportunities exist for Michigan to find their way back into the game. They have a lot of tools. They have a very strong Swain. That really can't be understated how monstrous this man is at this point. I would like to see him probably get a Demonic Embrace next. He's headed there. He's got the
yeah, he's on his way.
Blasting one. As soon as he finishes that item, there's nobody that can contest Swain in terms of damage. Just a very strong champion right now.
Yeah, and it's also kind of a shame.
Sorry.
It's also kind of a shame, though, if you look at the side of Michigan here. Jhin not getting a single kill to his name, that really hurts him with his item build. And it's so hard for him to keep up with Jinx's damage because Jinx is now at 3 full items, whereas he is only at 2 right now. So it's really hard for him to keep up with the damage that she's putting out there.
Ooh, a ton of damage on the mid lane Hokage. Now they've got to block the curtain call and get out at the same time. So the slow, steady retreat from Return to the Middlesticks is Tendies just pushing in. Can't wait for that inhibitor. I gotta get out of there. I guess the taunt didn't land. That looked like it taunted him on the wall, but not quite there. I really like, though, that Middlesticks is continuing to apply pressure even without the buffs available. They've got these minion waves shoved in, and they can look... Tendies is wanting to pick the fight. Oh my god. How broken is having Cho'Gath ult on your Q?
Jeez, the damage that I mean, I can't blame Swain for retreating there. I would have shit my pants if I was in his position there after taking that much damage.
Yeah, tower gonna go down. Baron is spawning in 11 seconds, although there's not much of an interest in that right now as the siege continues.
Yeah.
Avenger goes in,
Oh.
throws the Jacuzzi down, but Samso able to flash out and stay safe. The Cthulhu Reborn's ultimate is doing a ton of damage, but they've already lost the Swain. They lost the Jarvan, and Return of the Middlesticks continuing to rampage through the base. The Zanya's from Cthulhu Reborn. He's healing back up, but it just doesn't matter. He's popped at the end. Guthrie will fall. Mighty Boy is Janna, so he can't defend the base. And game one gonna go to Return of the Middlesticks. With that, assuming that the Nexus falls at the end of this one. Oh no, the shutdown from
Come
Mighty
on,
Boy.
Tendies. Pad your stats. Don't give up another death. You're supposed to pad your stats at the end of the game.
With that, Return of the Middlesticks locks a playoff berth in their first season in Upsurge Minor League. What a game, though. Samso and Black Salt ran over the bottom lane, and I'm super impressed with them. Aikedo had a monstrous game on the Lilia. And mid lane Hokage and Tendies brought it back around after a really rough early game for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I want to praise. I know if you look at the damage charts here, Camille has the most damage in the game, and the Jinx here for Middlesticks has the 4th most damage on her team, which you don't expect the Jinx to have that number of damage there, and you don't expect it, especially on the winning team, right? But I need to give a shout out here to the Jinx in this game for Samso, because I think it was Samso keeping them in the game for a while just to help get them to a point where Camille and where Tendies and Aikedo could recover and get back to a good spot for themselves.
All right. Well, we're going to step aside for just a couple of minutes while we load into game number 2. You won't want to miss it. Return of the Middlesticks on match point, looking to improve to 4-1 in their first season. In Upsurge Minor League, I really have to pee, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's the same tournament code, Scatter, so just if you open up that trophy, it should just have the code already in it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then here's the pro draft link.
Hey, we'll have that this time. Cool.
I'm going to turn on some music, though, and I'll be right back in just a second.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, sir.
That's apparently not going to be the pro draft link because Michigan's going to take red side, and they were not on the... They didn't make the correct side there. Oh no, never mind. Maybe it is. Let me open it up and see what side they have. Oh, it just says blue-red. Okay, so it's good.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, that means I'm going to have to appear on camera. We'll see how much of a goblin I am today. Anyway, we're waiting on Michigan to rejoin the lobby. You'll want to jump down to spectator.
Oh, right. It was full earlier, but
Okay.
okay. We're good. We're good.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that first game was that was something. That was a thing.
Now I get a chance to eat more of my dinner, so a very positive outcome.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, definitely good to do that. Also, hydration is important. Make sure to hydrate yourself right now.
I'm just a plant with complicated emotions. Is that the name?
Yeah, kind of. That's what we all are, really. If you think about it, really, that's us. That's the human race right there. Okay. Yeah. So while we wait for game 2 to get started, how excited are you for new details to emerge about upcoming Marvel movies?
I saw that they posted that the Loki show is going to start in June, so that's pretty cool.
Yep, and Falcon and Winter Soldier show starts next month.
I'm sorry. The Gold Team won game number 1 of their series.
Hey.
I asked for just a small detail about it, and Oath, the captain, says, "Man's out here picking Varys in 2021." So.
I mean, Varys is good now. Like, he got a nice buff on the last patch.
He's better than Samira.
He's better than Samira, and I didn't think that would ever happen.
They really took her kneecaps and just shot them out.
Well, they shot her kneecaps, chopped her legs off, and buried those legs 6 feet deep into the ground.
Just to make sure she can't reassemble somehow.
Yeah, that's what they did. It's a little absurd, everything that they did to Samira on the most recent patch. It felt like Riot just looked at Samira and were like, we could take a nuanced approach to this that really goes into like what makes her a good champion right now. But let's just sledgehammer her a bit, shoot off those kneecaps and chop her legs off, and we'll look at reattaching those legs like 5 patches down the road. Let's just put it off for a while.
Yeah, there was another champion they did it to Zoe briefly, I think. They overnerfed her and then like brought her back slowly. They did it with a couple of champions, but
yes, Aatrox, all the nerfs that Aatrox got over Aatrox, over an entire like year.
The worst part was at his lowest point, he was still pickable in LCS, right?
Yeah. But yeah, he's another example I can think of, but his at least was like spread out over like a whole year of just like getting nerfed every single patch, basically. So at least it was gradual.
They didn't just immediately eliminate half the mechanics in the champion. They did it with Akali too.
Oh yeah, Akali as well.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Ryze, I can't tell whenever Ryze does get buried because he gets so many reworks every like year and a half that like it's hard to keep up with where he is at any given point in time.
Yeah, the hardest part is the difference between Ryze being good in like pro play and bad in pro play usually has 0 effect on his solo Q win rate, where he's always just garbage.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how Ryze is. That's his state of being constantly. And I would almost feel bad for Ryze if not for the fact that like I'm good with him and I can win games with him, and I just go, I don't get what the problem is, guys. Why can't you win with him? I'm trying to think of other champions that have had like just major crazy nerfs. I'm not coming up with any off the top of my head anymore. I mean, there was a time where Lucian was really strong, and you either had to ban or pick Lucian every game you played.
Yeah, I mean, Kassadin was there for a while, and then they
Kassadin was there for a while too. Yeah,
handicapped his Rift Step. So
yeah,
it's nice to get a little breather in between these games. It's going on a little too long. Okay, we're ready to up.
Oh, we're going. Okay, cool.
And oh, there they go. Okay, I'm on stream. Hello.
Cool. Cool. So now we'll get to see the bands of the picks in order this time.
There's now the big surprise. The curtain will be revealed. But yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2, Return of the Middlesticks versus University of Michigan JV, and game number 1 was a banger. Middlesticks got behind, was able to claw back into the game behind the might of Samso and Black Salt. Aikido also had a really solid game. Don't want to undershoot him, but yeah. Let's see what changes we've got, because right now these bands look pretty similar.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Yeah, worth noting, Michigan opted for red side, so they wanted to change places. Maybe I think it's weird because they basically got counter pick in all their lanes, so to opt for the side that gets counter picks, maybe they're hoping they can get even more counter picks with their counter picks. But the Rel first pick seems very logical for Black Salt. Played it pretty well into the counter Janna matchup. Yeah,
so I don't even know if Janna's the pick into her in this game, because it didn't really work out well, most of the time that first game. Not that Janna's the only counter pick to Rel, but she is one of the best ones in the Rel. Thresh is also a counter pick in the Rel because of the flay.
Yeah, Alistar's not bad. You can headbutt her out of it.
That's also pretty good.
Aphelios. I wonder if that's going to be Aphelios Thresh then.
I feel like it should be, because Thresh is a counter to Rel, and Thresh pairs up with Aphelios exceptionally well. Aphelios, you almost should always pair Aphelios up with Thresh, just because of how well Aphelios works with Thresh's kit.
Yeah, regardless, you need some sort of either peel or movement ability. The Lantern is just perfect for him, but Alistar kind of works. You can headbutt people away from Aphelios if you need to. It's not the worst combination.
Yeah, but I still would have preferred a Thresh here. So, oh well, it should be okay. It should be fine.
Yeah, I agree. They've got the A name synergy, so that's cool. We'll see if that matters. Gonna be good Kaisa though for Samso.
I like Kaisa as a champion. She did get a slight nerf on the recent patch, but she is still a very strong AD carry even with that nerf. So good job picking her up. And then Camille, because why would you not have Tendies play a champion he's really fucking good with?
Yeah. Worth noting, game 2 last night against FTD Hotel was the Rel Kaisa for Middlesticks. They did really well in that game as well. That was their coming out party. And then game 1 is just the continuation of that. So we'll look toward Samso and Black Salt to have another really good carry performance. Camille locked in the Gragas, though. That's an interesting pick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of Gragas in the LCS and pro play around the world. He's just good right now. And he could have been flexed to support if they hadn't already locked in Alistar, but he's almost certainly going top right now.
Yeah, could technically also be a jungler, but I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, me neither.
Unless Aikido just comes down with some bananas jungler and they need a counter for it. But yeah, it should be
bans are, yeah, and bans are still the same as they were in game 1
the Galio's
at this point.
So we're gonna have
You're right. Yeah.
I am kind of interested why Samso didn't opt to go back to the Jinx into Aphelios Alistar. Maybe feeling like the Kaisa can get away with dealing with the kind of shorter range lane with Aphelios Alistar. But the Talia is the same ban. That leaves open... It was a jungler. Heck, no. Fuck.
Ivern. It leaves Ivern on the table.
Up, so maybe looking for an Ivern pick here then?
Maybe, although I don't know about Ivern for Michigan with these 3 champions that they've already picked. Yeah. Ooh, Azir. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it.
So a blind Azir, that's like very common LCS, not so common for non-LCS players to opt for the Azir blind matchup, but we'll see if mid lane Hokage has anything to punish it. Can't play the Orianna, can't play the Galio, can't play the Seraphine that he's been playing a lot of. See what else he's got under his belt. And there's Ivern.
Okay. Ivern's fine with this setup. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Aikido had 2 good games on Ivern yesterday, so not his typical style of champion, but seems like something he's comfortable on recently. And the Syndra feels pretty natural. Mid lane Hokage had a really good game on Syndra last night as well.
Yeah, Syndra's just fallen down the rank. Oh, never mind.
Oh no, Corky Azir.
the classic Corki Azir matchup that we always saw in the LCS whenever Azir was strong in the meta. So I guess they're bringing that out here. I don't know. I still don't know about picking Azir when they did here at Red 4 because if the Gragas is going top, there's no reason to save your jungle pick for your last pick because jungle counter matchups kind of don't matter.
Yeah, I
as
still
much.
think that Corki is weird right now, specifically into Azir. Zac is an interesting pick. We'll
I
talk
like
about that
Zac.
in a second. But Corki used to be the pick into Azir because you could just build Hex Drinker and basically negate the laning phase of Azir.
Yes.
Hex Drinker is just a shit item right now, so you can't do that. And as a result, I think that lane has swung a little bit more in favor of Azir recently. But we'll see how mid lane Hokage can play that. I would have preferred the Syndra personally. I like watching him play Syndra, but Corki gives him more sustained damage and another really good target for Ivern to shield, so why not? But let's talk about Zac.
Yeah, I like Zac as a champion right now. Mainly because on the most recent patch with the jungle changes, junglers that can gank a lot are what you want to go with more often now than just farming junglers. You don't really want to pick a farming jungler anymore. At least that's what it seems to be from like a lot of people that I've spoken with. They seem to think that you want to pick either a tanky jungler that doesn't need to farm to have good stats, or pick a jungler that can gank a lot. And if you pick a tanky jungler that can gank a lot, even better. So Zac fulfills that criteria, basically.
Yeah. I mean, number one pick on the patch is still Udyr. Very much the same thing. Can gank, can farm, can just be any animal that he wants to be for some reason. My headcanon is always that he's just a drunk person and has decided that he can see animals and somehow that can be I know that that's not actually the lore, but I appreciate that more. Oh.
Yeah, it's a good story, right? It's a good story.
The Zyra ban.
Just throwing that in there because who cares? Yeah, I think what they got going on here, I think what they got going on for Middlesticks is a good team comp. I like what I'm seeing here because it's not that different from their first game's team comp. It just changes a couple of variables here. Kai'Sa and Jinx are not that different in terms of their damage output, so that's kind of the same. The Ivern and the Corki is really weird, especially Corki, because I think Corki is just one of the worst champions in the game right now, period. I don't think that I don't think anybody should play Corki, so that's so weird to me.
Yeah, I think that Corki's big shining moment is the package because they keep buffing it for some reason. When he doesn't have package, he's just kind of meh.
Yeah, he's very underwhelming.
But you can make some insano plays with the package right now. Like you can 100 to 0 folks with just that, and I don't understand why it does so much damage, or why they felt like that was the thing that needed to do a bunch of damage in his kit. Oh, the Viego ban, nice. Does this spell anything? I don't think so. ZTS, no.
Nah. But as much as I'm gonna harp on the Corki pick, especially if he dies a lot with it this game, I'm really gonna point that out. I think that the team comp that Michigan has is such a weird, Gragas and Zac, if they mistime their ultimates, they're just gonna screw each other up. And one or more of those ultimates is going to miss if they try throwing those out at like the wrong moment.
Yeah, it feels and
then that can also screw up Azir as well with his Shurima Shuffle perhaps as well. Like there are so many things that can go wrong for Michigan in these team fights based on those three champions throwing their ultimates out at the wrong time.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention just briefly is just like it's all sustained damage. Like there is no burst outside of a Shurima Shuffle on the side of Michigan. So if we see fights kind of stall out, you would expect them to get ahead. But Kai'Sa, Corki, and Camille are just as good as that kind of fighting as they are at burst. It just feels like the champions line up a little bit better for Return of the Middlesticks. As I'm saying this is gonna cast or curse everything, but
of course
it feels like a really good draft from ROTM. Outside of I do wish that Corki was Syndra. I really like watching his Syndra. No fun.
I just wish that Corki was anyone else. Not necessarily the Syndra. Like you just put anything there besides Corki, really. I mean, hell, even though even though some really good champions are banned, like, Oriana got banned and Seraphine got banned, I understand they're very good champions to pick in the mid lane, right? But, you know, like Malzahar would be good. Like, Syndra, obviously, you already pointed out Syndra. But there are other good picks.
That's a good point in the chat. Syndra's bad here not knowing Zac is being picked, because, yeah, if the jungler has a lot of mobility. The Corki is better into that, because you can Valk out, at least.
I guess, but at the same time, if you're familiar with Syndra, and if Hokage is playing safe, knowing that Zac is coming in, like that Zac could be ganking, you can kind of mitigate the danger a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just biased because I hate Corki Azir. Corki Azir. Also, this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna point this out, by the way, and you're gonna hate it.
Sure, okay,
go for it. Champion names on blue side are capital letter and then lowercase, and the champion names on red side are all capital.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Why is it doing that? That's weird. I don't like it. Anyway, I was also gonna say, like literally, like you could have picked Swain against Azir. You could have picked Kassadin against Azir. There's so many picks that you could have picked besides Corki. Why'd you pick Corki, man? I just don't like Corki. I'm sorry. I should stop. I should stop until Corki dies a bunch of times. I'll stop. I'll lay off of it a little bit.
I think it's fine, but I agree. I just think the champion's boring. So there's my inherent bias, but I don't think mid lane Hokage is a boring player. So I want to see him flex his muscles a little bit, give us something a little spicy. But...
Yeah, I mean, I'll eat my words, and I'll admit I'm wrong if he pops off on this Corki. I have no issue doing that, but just on paper, I don't like it.
But yeah, again, it feels like pretty good solo lane matchups for Michigan. We mentioned the Azir Corki enough. Gragas is pretty good into Camille because you can belly flop into the hook shot every single time, and you get priority for some reason.
Yes.
Ivern, like Zac does pretty well into Ivern. You can jump on Ivern. He doesn't do anything in return, really. So it's going to be the bottom lane again, where Kai'Sa, Rell, and Aphelios Alistar is basically a wash. That comes down to a skill matchup as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but Aphelios does have a little bit rougher of an early game for the first couple of levels, especially level 1 when he has no ability other than swapping guns. So, if he's allowed to just farm and nobody really bothers him down there, he'll be fine. So it just depends on what the jungle pathing is going to be for Aikedo. If he's going to focus bot lane, which I would recommend focusing bot lane because it's Aphelios and there's no Thresh there to lantern him away from danger. I would recommend doing that.
All right, well, we're into Summoner's Rift for game number 2. Return to the Middlesticks on the blue side wearing the blue health bars, and Michigan on the red side wearing the red health bars. Once again, Middlesticks on match point can close out the series with a win here. Michigan fighting for their playoff lives, basically. If they
need
lose,
one win, right?
They need to win the series, or they need help, is basically what it comes down to for them, because they lost to attack mode head-to-head, and attack mode has the easiest schedule remaining as they played the bottom 2 teams in the last 2 days of the season.
Okay. Yeah, that's rough.
So, yeah, they need a series win. If they get into a game score tie with attack mode, they lose because head-to-head is the second tiebreaker. So they're in a rough spot. They're really looking for it. It's kind of strange. They had the best win. They're the only team that's beaten Johnson and Wales, but they also have the worst loss. They're the only team that's, they lost to attack mode, which was lower in the standings. Although that may come to be different. Phosphorus Bomb just gonna tag Avenger there. I don't know why he's full channeling his recall right now. I guess he did put the word down. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I ahead of you? Because I saw that like before you mentioned it. I might be a little
113,
ahead.
114.
Okay, yeah, we're at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, I was just mentioning it late. Sorry.
Got it. Cool. Yeah. So I want to see this Rell and this Kai'Sa really pop off because I want Samso to have a good performance like he did in game number 1. I don't want this to be like, I don't want game 1 to be a fluke kind of thing. I want to see more of what I saw in game 1.
Yep. Already little bit of a shove so far for the Aphelios Alistar combo. We'll see if they can equalize that. This is nice. This is where the drama is happening, level 1 and level 2. So getting a bird's eye view of the bottom lane. Also, we learned this spectator trick, by the way, from a guy who actually subbed for our gold team. If you hit Control Shift Z and then use the scroll wheel on your mouse, you can zoom in and out. Yep. I didn't know that.
Yep. Nope. I've known that trick for quite a while. That's what the LCS does to like get the massive zoom outs that you see in like the bigger team fights.
I didn't know that until it was pointed out to me. But level 2 hit for Black Salt and Sam, so they're gonna jump in. Good pulve though from Mighty Boy is gonna make sure that they don't take any damage from that trade.
That's a very good pulverize. Nice job. Yeah, I mean, hey, he was able to time that better than the Janet tornadoes in the first game, so already it's an improvement.
Yeah, Bazinga Brain started tier.
Oh, really? That's... I don't know.
What did he build with that Leeching Leer in game 1, by the way?
I don't even remember now.
I didn't look at it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Maybe he just has. I guess he really is the Bazinga. Like he's got the 500 IQ 5-head builds that we just don't know about. Maybe.
Yeah, he's got his own builds that he's like, nah, I've ran the numbers. I know these are good.
Maybe they are. Who knows? I mean, probably not. Otherwise, they'd be generally adopted. Aikedo here in top lane looking for the gank. Bazinga Brain forced to flash, and even gonna get hit by the root collar just for a little bit of BM there. Guthrie getting a good trade though with that red Q.
Okage dealing some nice damage there.
Avengers here looking for the elastic slingshot over the wall. Jump out is interrupted, but Blacksalt gets the shield, gets the stun. Avenger, doesn't quite get into turret range. It's first blood for the Zac, and Michigan again off to a good start. This time in the bottom lane though.
Yeah, no, which is really good for Aphelios. Again, Aphelios doesn't have that good of an early game, so this helps accelerate him to get to his mid lane power spike sooner. So good decision there to gank bot lane. Very nice job there by Avenger coming in when he did. And now Aphelios has enough money on this back that he'll be able to buy his Noon Quiver. So he will have a nice item here coming back to lane. Meanwhile, Kaisa needs to recall here after this minion wave to also buy a Noon Quiver to be able to match him in damage.
He did not buy a Noon Quiver. That's a Cull and a Longsword.
Oh, why?
I don't think he actually had enough for Noon Quiver.
He has 1300.
The Ignite just gonna tick down. Cool men don't watch explosions as he gets the solo kill in top lane.
Sorry, I was looking at his total gold number, not the gold number in pocket. That's why I said Noon Quiver. Okay, I was looking at the wrong number. Haha, that's my bad. I'm dumb.
That's all right. I'm dumb too. We've had some moments already on this cast. Mighty Boy was looking for that gank in mid lane and gets spotted out by a roaming Black Salt. So after that solo kill, Bazinga Brain buys his Ruby Crystal and then heads back to top lane. Tendies has got a cheater recall off earlier, it looks like, and got his Cull, but still holding on to his teleport for the time being.
Yeah, and also what a nice lead for Tendies right now. This is the Tendies that I know people are used to seeing. He has a 500 gold lead, and he's got, he's got more items. Well, he's got better items, I guess, in terms of damage potential and all that.
I had hit hit X rather, to look at the gold totals, and Aikedo had negative 90 gold at the time. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, they're going to engage onto Sam, so a lot of damage being returned. Mighty Boy is in a lot of trouble. The heal from Guthrie going to keep him alive, trying to exchange a little bit of damage. Oh, that's so much damage! He flashes forward and he finds the kill onto Black Salt. The Infernum Q just chunked through Black Salt's health bar. I don't think he was expecting that. He dies with Flash Up. Anyway, anybody who knows Aphelios' Q ability names is obviously a cop. Just gonna point that one out.
Yeah, with Aphelios, I don't even know half of the gun names. It's just, oh yeah, that's the one that gives him health. Oh, that's the sniper rifle. Oh, that's the gravity gun, I guess. He's thrown the Q out. It's a Q. I don't know.
I used to just call them by what they did, so it used to be Flamey. Oh, Tendies is in trouble. Oh, he dodges the cask with his ultimate, gets the heal back with the tactical sweep, teleport coming in to the dragon right now. Mighty Boy is low, mid lane Hokage valks forward, looking for the damage. He finally finds it. Guthrie gets jumped on, gets hit up. The stun from Black Salt comes through. Samso finds that kill. Tendies died in the top lane somehow during all of that, but Return of the Middlesticks finds the kills near the dragon, and they'll get the first dragon of the game, assuming that it doesn't just de-leash for forever. They should eventually smite this, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna rewind just to watch what happened up in top lane to get Tendies killed. Okay, Tendies was running away because Gragas was under tower, and then Gragas just went for a very nice body slam and hitting her real hard to get the kill there. Nothing all that impressive. Just seemed like a bad moment for Tendies, bad decision making.
Yeah, 3-3 in kills, a small gold lead, and he's got Ignite up in just 1 second. If he'd had that, he might have found another solo kill on Bazinga Brain. As it is, Gragas is going to have to go back right now. He cannot stay underneath that tower. He's got to know the Ignite's coming up, or maybe he's going to try to bait for Avenger. Let's see what happens. Tendies goes in. There's the oh my god, yeah, Tendies he's inting. That was
wow.
Yeah, I don't think Aikedo can fight. Oh, he can with mid lane Hokage,
though. Ooh, yeah, they can make
something
something
happen. Bazinga Brain's got to get out of there. Do they have the ability to actually lock him down? This is a very dramatic pan out that we're seeing.
Yeah.
Avenger just going to find some safety underneath his towers. So Tendies gets taken down in the top lane again, now down to 1 and 2. He still has a 20 CS advantage for what it's worth, and shoved that wave in underneath tower. So he's continuing his CS advantage, but coming up on the wrong side of the last 2 kill encounters. And there's the Seeker's Arm Guard for Bazinga Brain.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, honestly. I can't blame him for buying that. He's going for a very defensive build right now with the Ruby Crystal and just boots, just basic boots.
Sidebar. Well, not even sidebar. I don't know why you would want a Seeker's Arm Guard over Ninja Tabby. Like, just Ninja Tabby, it's Camille, Corki, and Kaisa. Like, everybody's going to auto-do damage.
I know. I don't really get it either, unless he specifically wants to build like a Zonius Hourglass early or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, maybe he just wants that as his first item.
Anyway, thank you, Tendies, for showing off the hookshot against belly flop combination twice in a row for us. But
yeah.
I think now that Bazinga Brain has 100% figured that combo out. Oh, he uses it. That's when he's in danger. If he uses the E too aggressively, he can get a really good trade on him. We'll have to keep an eye on the E meta up in top lane, I guess.
Yeah, there's a big E meta going on up there at the moment. Aphelios having a really good weapon combination right now.
He used the body slam. He's in trouble. Explosive cast dodged out again with the Hextech ultimatum. Aikedo's here just for the little shield, and Tendies will finish him off. Not really a solo kill, but kind of a solo kill.
Kind of, yeah. Zach was angling bot lane there for a gank, but just didn't see the opening that they wanted, and they're going to back off of that a little bit. I was going to say that if they go for a fight down in the bot lane with Zach there, Aphelios does have a lot of damage potential with the 2 items that he's got right now. He's got the boomerang thing, and he's also got what's it called, the Severum. That's the red gun. I think that's the one gun name I can remember.
He's got Healy and just the bullshit. It's the bullshit gun is what I used to call it. But,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's Healy, CCE, Snipey, Flamey, and the bullshit gun.
Okay.
But yeah,
Flamey, I like that. That's a good gun name. I like that.
Mid lane Hokage. Gets knocked out of the Valkyrie. Gets shuffled back in. That's a big combo. And Cthulhu Reborn finds the kill onto mid lane Hokage.
Oh my god! Like you don't even feel mad if you're Corki when you get hit by that. You're just like, geez, just the respect they're showing me right now. Holy. Gets the body slam, but now the hook is open for Camille.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he keeps using that E for, like, he's got to hold his E for the hook shot. Like, there's no other way to play that. Yeah, you can poke with your barrels, you can poke with your W a little bit.
Yeah,
but you have to save your E.
Yeah, the only way you're winning these trades right now against Camille is because you're timing those E's perfectly. So just do that.
He's too Bazinga Brain for us, I guess.
Jeez.
Cthulhu Reborn has his Gnasher's Tooth finished on the Azir. He's a very strong man. Mid lane Hokage has the package available, but looks like it's going to be a good recall timing from Guthrie and Mighty Boy, assuming they don't get caught right now. Do they know? Oh, the pink ward over the wall going to spot him out.
Okay. It is good timing with the package, though, because Dragon is coming up right now in 15 seconds.
Oh, I don't have jungle timers on. There we go.
So that's really good for having the
Oh, he's going to package back into mid lane. Cthulhu Reborn
Oh.
dashes away. A lot of damage coming through, but it is traded back, and here comes Zac looking for the counter gank. Aikedo gets knocked up by Mighty Boy. They'll pull in, make him kiss. Mid lane Hokage in trouble. Daisy out trying to zone, and Daisy is going to be the hero of the day as she's able to keep everybody safe.
Thank you, Daisy.
Mid lane Hokage, though, low health bar, has to be a little bit careful about sticking around. He's healing up pretty nicely thanks to his Vamp Scepter. Mighty Boy's still maybe looking for that engage. He's got the Unbreakable Will available, but Daisy is just wailing away on Cthulhu Reborn underneath the tower. Finally, Daisy falls. They force the ultimate out of Mighty Boy, and somehow this trade actually favors Return of the Middlesticks.
And somehow nobody dies. 6 people in mid lane and not a single one of them die there.
Ooh, ADC 1v1 is Aikedo going to start up the dragon after dropping Shelly in mid lane. They'll grab a couple of turret plates, and now mid lane Hokage and Black Salt will swing into that dragon pit to help out.
Yeah, this should be their dragon.
Yeah, 600 gold lead for Return of the Middlesticks early. They'll have 2 dragons in the advantage as well. Let's see what the roulette comes up. Will we get the Cloud? Will we get the Infernal Dragon?
I'm hoping Infernal just because it's a more explosive end of the game.
Yeah.
It's Cloud. Damn it.
But
you know what? Cloud actually really helps out. Really helps out Kaisa. Really helps out Rel. Really helps out
Camille. Yeah.
Ivern, I guess. It gets helped out by that. You know, not as much.
Yeah,
but
like it's a decent value Cloud Soul.
Yeah.
For both teams, really. Like both teams have the ultimates that they want some speed after.
Yeah. Here's my question with Corki though, because Corki can fire out his ultimate every like couple of seconds.
So the
I don't know exactly how that works with him.
The speed boost is gated. You can activate it with your ultimate ability every it's like 15 or 30 seconds. You get a speed boost.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, you use the Corki ult and you get the speed boost, and then it's on cooldown for your next couple of ults probably. But
yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. But Kaisa especially can make some super explosive plays off of having Cloud Soul. So I'm hoping for that. Hoping for Rel to use that to her advantage with the magnetism, making she'll be able to make sure that people really stay attached to her if she has Cloud Soul with that.
So Avenger finishes up his Frostfire Gauntlet, which is kind of an interesting mythic item for the Zac, and then Tendy's actually, with the tech this game, opts for a Divine Sunderer rather than the Titanic Hydra, or the Trinity Force, excuse me.
Interesting adjustment. I wonder why he made that decision.
I think it's because he's getting shorter trades, so it's all about the Q procs. It's less about the overall stat distribution, maybe.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I'm just making that up as I go. Avenger comes in with the Elastic Slingshot, but Tendy's is on top. He finds the kill onto a Bazinga Brain. Avenger
could get a double.
He procs his Aftershock, but Tendy's is still here. Gonna rip through, get him into the Bloblets. I don't know that he'll be able to actually conquer the Cell Division. He'll actually maybe have better luck once he comes back to life, and there it is! It's a double kill for Tendy's in the top lane in the 1v2.
I love the decision making there to actually wait for the blobs to reform into Zac, because then it's less work, it's less tower shots you're taking to actually finish him off. Nice decision making there, Tendy's. Good job. Yeah,
and now with that Divine Sunderer plus Ivern here, helping out a little bit with the damage, they'll be able to take down this top tower in no time flat. Also an advantage of the Sunderer proc is it does more damage to towers for some reason.
Yeah, you know, hey. So first tower goes to Middlesticks here in the top lane for Tendy's, and this is a very different game up in top lane that we saw in game number 1, with Tendy's just taking control from the start.
Look at the gold difference, by the way. He is
holy crap.
Yeah. So without Tendy's in the game, it's actually a gold deficit for Return of the Middlesticks. Without the top laners in the game, I guess I should say.
Yeah. That's kind of nuts.
That's a normal Middlesticks distribution, unfortunately. Cthulhu Reborn gonna get caught. The Magnet Storm coming through. Do they actually have the damage as Corki going to get knocked in? Aikedo's here just to try to help out. Samso flies in from the side. Aikedo's found 1 kill. The jungler's getting... it wasn't the jungler's getting traded as Black Salt falls, but Bazinga Brain teleports in looking for that extra man. Aikedo flashes over the wall for the trigger seed, but here comes Tendy's looking for a little bit more. It's a double kill for Aphelios, but they're trying to kite back out. Bazinga Brain is low. It's a really good explosive cast, but Samso's still holding on to his ultimate. Finds the kills. Tendy's over the wall. Finds the hook shot. Guthrie is down, and Cthulhu Reborn forced to flash away. They find 4 kills off of that. team fight. Tendies is still looking for more. Got the hook shot available, but the shuffle away from Cthulhu Reborn. 4 for 1 for Return of the Middlesticks.
Very impressive there. Kaisa putting down some damage there, but more than Kaisa, Camille really hurting them in that team fight.
Yeah.
Very, very nice though. Like the patience that we saw Kaisa holding onto the ultimate. You know, even though the fight's going for so long, she saves the ultimate all the way up until she absolutely needs it to keep chasing them. I wouldn't be able to do that if I was playing Kaisa. I would have gone in so much earlier with that.
Yeah, I would have been super impatient in that first little engagement and got blasted back by the Gragas ultimate and been like, ah, well. But it allows them to continue chasing with the Kaisa ultimate and the hook shot, and we're seeing the power and the mobility of some of these picks of Return of the Middlesticks. It's a 4,000 gold, or 3,500 gold lead for them now. They grab Sheila as well, and Michigan may be looking for a play. They really need a positive play right now, and Package is luckily unstoppable for mid lane Hokage. He'll chunk through Mighty Boy as well. But Package down now, 10 seconds to go on the Cloud Dragon, and Michigan's here looking for it. They're putting a lot of priority on this dragon that is essentially meaningless to them.
Yeah, I mean, it does stop Middlesticks from getting to Soul Point.
Daisy needs to be a little bit careful here, just wading into the fight, taking up a lot of that damage. Black Salt with a huge engage! The Magnet Storm into the combo! The 5-man ultimate from Black Salt, and they tear through Michigan!
That's a surrender vote if this was in solo queue.
What a play by Black Salt! Avenger is probably dead at the end of this one. There's the Bud Light Ace for Return of the Middlesticks. They'll grab the Cloud Soul, or the Cloud Dragon as well. Oh my god, what a play by Black Salt, though.
Black Salt, I mean, jeez. Just, I mean, granted, your team's ahead and you know your team's ahead, but still the balls on that guy to go in like that. Just perfect timing, too.
And he'd been having a little bit of a rougher game to start out with, sitting at 0-3 and 4. But then, what an engage. He finds it for his team. Mighty Boy looking for the engage on the mid lane Hokage. They're trying to kite this one back out. Unbreakable Will is used. Oh, but the Root Collar finds Guthrie. A little bit unlucky on the step back there from Mighty Boy. And they take down the Aphelios, and they'll continue pushing in mid lane. They have Sheila available if Tendies can get out of combat for long enough to drop it. But,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's just a bit...
That little bit of a chase there on the Corki back into the jungle, which they didn't have any vision in, just kind of smelled of a little bit of desperation there. Kind of, hey, like I need to start helping the team make up for our deficit because we're behind by a lot right now, kind of deal. Just trying to be a hero and like getting your team back into the right, back into a good position.
Yeah, and now the rough part of being a jungler on a team that's losing, you lose all of your jungle to the enemy team. Also, the benefit of Ivern is he can take these buffs and leave them for other people. We'll see who actually goes to pick up that spare blue buff. Hopefully somebody does.
Yeah. It almost doesn't even matter who at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Midland Hokage is in bottom lane. He's just tearing through Bazinga Brain. What is this damage? The explosive cast just isn't there. He's got it lined up. A couple more autos. Ooh, big trade, though, from Bazinga Brain. Mid lane Hokage has to be a little bit careful about these trades. Immortal Shield Bow popped. Bazinga Brain gets the heal off of the party passive. Oh, going in. Not quite able to find that.
Okay.
That was weird. That actually found the stun. But mid lane Hokage finds the solo kill in bottom lane. Date Bio, you'd better believe it. I was told to say that one.
We're getting the weeb references in now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
He told me to say that. I want to point out, not a weeb. Oh, what is that?
God!
Hextech Ultimatum just going to pick Avenger out of the air. This is a little bit of style points, honestly. Aikedo here just to try to save Black Salt. They'll turn this one back around. It's only the death for Black Salt so far as mid lane Hokage teleports in. Maybe feeling it a little bit too much on that engage, but they're going to continue pushing in a 4v5.
Yeah, that's really good for Michigan, honestly. I am a broken record when I cast other games because I say this about once a game. If you're behind and you're trading a kill 1-for-1, that's better for you than it is for the team that's ahead.
Oh, Bazinga Brain is having a rough time this game. Sheila dropped in bottom lane. That'll be the inner tower in bottom to go with the inner tower in mid. And it's 5 turrets to 0 for Return of the Middlesticks. They are in control of game number 2.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate though that even though Michigan gets that kill, and it looks like, hey, we can do this, we can stabilize, we can hold them off, we can make this a really long late game. But then they lose 2 towers, and it's that kill doesn't really mean as much anymore.
Yeah, Baron started up. They kind of give the indication that they're doing it, but they've actually peeled off for now, as Michigan going to regain control of the Baron pit. They have no ability to do this right now. I mean, Azir Aphelios is a decent damage combo, but they're a little bit behind, so it would take them quite a while to chop down the Baron. So I don't think there's any real risk of a counter Baron right now, as Middlesticks just kind of disperses to a 1-3-1 for the time being.
Yeah, and I was correct. The reason why he built the reason why Gragas built that item early on in the game, I'm blanking on the name of it right now. He did build an early Zhonya's Hourglass, but he still doesn't have finished boots even. He still doesn't have his mythic item, and he still has that tier that I have no idea what he's building with that tier in his inventory.
It's kind of weird. That's 2 straight Gragas's I've seen Russia Zhonya's, and that just doesn't feel right to me. I know you get a lot of value out of those stats, but it's a weird item to rush, right? Because
it's a weird item to
you're paying
build
a
first.
lot for the actives, which is kind of meh usefulness at sometimes. Big engage from Black Salt, though. Onto the top of the package. They find a fight underneath the Sun Disc. Black Salt going to fall, but it's a double kill for mid lane Hokage as they're continuing to chop through the Bloblets as well as Mighty Boy at the end of this one. It's a triple kill for mid lane Hokage, the full house, as Samso, I believe, picked up the other 2. Return to the Middlesticks with another Bud Light ace, and they'll push down the mid lane.
Yeah, this game looks like it's basically over at this point in favor of Middlesticks. With Death Timers what they are, they'll probably be able to get a Nexus Tower if they really wanted to, but they decided to play it a little bit conservative, pull back. They can either go to Dragon now and get Soul, or they can go to Baron, or they could even split up and get both if they really wanted to.
Yeah, confirmed Flame Horizon, by the way, for Tendies, 195 to 95 up in that top lane.
Oh,
just
you are
a
correct.
Masterful performance by him so far. It'll probably be equalized as Bazinga Brain able to farm right now, and Tendies is doing a dragon. But, yeah, Cloud Soul on the docket for Return to the Middlesticks. They have that in their inventories. Maybe have to worry a little bit about a Baron rush, but I don't even think that Michigan is in a position to do that.
I don't think so either. Granted, you almost think at this point, though, that they have to contest this Baron or they lose the game anyway. But we'll see. We'll see if that's what they decide to do.
Yeah, feels like one more lost fight and Michigan is out the door. But we'll see if they can turn it around. They have some of the scaling tools necessary now. The Leandri's Anguish finished up. Tendies is just looking for the engage, takes a big chunk out of Bazinga Brain.
Yeah.
But they're not going to follow that one up. They might have caught. That's a big stun. Actually, Avenger is just completely caught out, and mid lane Hokage takes him down. He's legendary on the Corki, making us eat our words. Tendies has his ultimate available if he wants to really force. That's a huge amount of damage from the Foss Bomb as they come through. They find the kill onto the Alistar. Bazinga Brain will fall as well, and Cthulhu Reborn. It's another ace as somehow Tendies got into the backline and got the triple kill. That's just going to end the game. 25.5 minutes, not even. And Return to the Middlesticks takes Game 2 and a 2-0 victory. They'll lock in the number 2 seed in the Elder Division. What a performance, though, by Return to the Middlesticks the last 2 days.
This is actually insane, just looking at the deaths on their team. Because they only had 9 deaths on the entire team, and Black Salt down on Rel accounted for half of those. Which is fine. If any member of your team is going to die, you hope it's the support over everybody else.
Yeah,
right?
and he found 2 fantastic engages. That 5-man combo by the Dragon that blew the game wide open. With that engage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Honestly, as good as Tendies played this game, MVP vote for Game 2 should go to Black Salt. Honestly.
Yeah. Just going to show some quick stats on the screen. 32,000 damage from Tendies in that game. The highest on Michigan was 11,000. But what a performance by Return to the Middlesticks. Really happy to see. That means that next week, we're going to have a playoff game. That's pretty exciting. They already have the bracket drawn up a little bit. So Elder number 2 seed, we're going to play the Manitoba Bisons. Let's go.
Nice. Also, I will say, as much as I was hating on the Corki before the game started, Yeah, mid lane Hokage had a very good performance on Corki. 9-2 and 13 did the second most damage in the entire game. So you know what? I will admit I was wrong. Good job, Hokage. You did good.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you all for joining us for the UML action throughout the regular season. Super excited to have that playoff game. I don't know if we'll get to cast it or if it'll be on stream or on the Upsurge stream. So we'll keep you informed on that one. But that'll lock in the second seed for ROTM. They're going to play the Manitoba Bisons, uh, which is a really cool name. I hope they have a really cool logo to go with it. I'll
Yeah,
have
me
to
too.
do some investigation on that. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us all throughout the season. Really appreciate the support. If you don't follow the stream, please hit the follow button, as that does help us out. We are 2 followers away from 100, which, considering the quick amount of time that we've been doing this, I'm just astounded by the support. So thank you all. And thanks, Scatter, for joining us for your first Return to the Middlesticks cast. It was fun.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. I want to do more.
So yeah, with that said, good luck to the gold team. Go support the boys a little bit. They're in game 2 still. We'll do a check in on them. But yeah, thanks guys, and we'll see you sometime later this week for the gold and platinum games, and then next Monday going to be the playoff game against the Manitoba Bison. So you won't want to miss that. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And now I need to find a channel to raid. Is anybody still streaming? Yes. Um, okay, we're gonna go raid Legends. I don't know. This is in the Gold League that they're playing in, but it's not the boys. So anyway, go show some support. All right, raids hit. So we're off stream.
Woo!